Chapter 5. The Revolving Door. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Psalm 51, 2-3, ESV. The powers of evil are real, active, and invested in your destruction. But the God who reclaimed you is greater than all of them. Knowing this changes everything about how you fight. Michael S. Haase, The Unseen Realm. The decade after prison was a cycle. That's the only word for it. Periods of sobriety that felt real, that were real, followed by collapses that surprised me every time, even though they probably shouldn't have. I would get it together, hold it together for a while, feel something like hope, and then something would happen and I'd reach for the thing I knew, the thing that always waited for me. In 2006, I stopped drinking for nearly a year and moved to Dallas, Texas. That was a real run. I was still smoking weed. I told myself it didn't negatively affect my life, which is one of the more spectacular lies I've told myself. It was illegal. It kept me in a fog, but I had convinced myself that was fine because at least it wasn't drinking. Addiction is funny like that. It's very good at negotiating down from its worst behavior while keeping its foot in the door. Then in 2008, while I was in Dallas, my daughter Olivia was born. I don't have the words for what happened when I first held her. Some things don't translate into sentences, but I felt something click into place. Some part of me that had been floating untethered suddenly had an anchor. I had someone to live for. For the first time in a long time, I had a real reason to be different. But when things didn't work out with her mother, everything unraveled fast. I lost my job, then my home. The bottom fell out of what had felt like a fresh start. I moved back in with my parents, almost 30 years old, walking back through the front door with nothing and feeling every bit of what that meant. The shame of it was crushing. And you know what shame does, at least for someone like me? It sends you straight back to the thing that numbs the shame. And of course, it all spiraled further out of control. Eventually, I ended up with full custody of Olivia. Let me say that again. I, the mess that I was, had sole custody of a precious little girl, and I told myself, I really believed it in those moments, that now I would get it together, that she was enough reason, that love for her would be the thing that fixed me. I wish I could tell you it worked that way, but love alone, even the fiercest, most desperate kind, doesn't heal addiction. It can motivate you, it can give you something to reach toward, but the hole doesn't close just because someone you love needs you. The disease doesn't care how much you love your daughter. At 29 years old, I was starting over again, depressed, hopeless, deeply disappointed in myself, carrying a little girl who deserved better than what I was giving her. And instead of running to God, who, I believe, was right there, I ran back to the bottles and the pills. The God in 12-ounce cans, the thing that promised to take the pain away. More drinking, more drugs, more depression, less hope. I don't tell you this to make you feel sorry for me. I tell you this because I think somebody reading this is in this exact place. You're doing the thing you hate. You're promising yourself this is the last time. You're rationalizing and minimizing and bargaining, and you're tired. I see you, and I'm telling you there's a way out, but it's not through willpower alone. I tried that. It doesn't work. Keep reading.